Hi, in this video, you are going to learn about classification of cost based on their functions, variability, traceability, product or period, and based on their controllability. This is a traditional classification. The cost may have to be ascertained according to the functions carried out by the organization like manufacturing, administration, selling. Manufacturing costs refer to all expenditure incurred in the course of production, from purchasing of materials to packing of the finished goods and delivery. Some of the examples of manufacturing cost are material, labor, factory rent, depreciation, power and lighting, insurance, storekeeping. Administration costs are incurred for general administration of the organization and for operational control, like accounts office expenses, legal and audit charges, office rent. Selling costs are incurred to create and stimulate the demand and to secure the demand. Examples are salaries, commission, expenses on advertising and promotion, travel and all. Distribution costs are incurred on dispatch of the finished goods to customer, including transportation. Examples like cost of packaging and warehousing, carriage outwards. Costs have a definite relationship and behave differently when volume of production rises or falls. On this basis, costs are classified into fixed, variable and semi-variable costs. Costs, which remain unaffected by changes in volume of production, are called as fixed costs. For example, the rent will not change when you increase the units of production. The cost that tends to vary in direct proportion to the volume of production is called variable cost. For example, if the production is increased, the cost of material will rise. Costs, which increase or decrease with a change in volume of production but not in the same proportion as the change in the volume of production, are called semi-variable costs. Direct cost refers to expenses, which can be directly identified with the product, job or process. Examples are raw material, machine operator, power charges for production. Indirect cost refers to those expenses, which cannot be easily identified with a particular product, job or process. Few examples are wages of night watchman, salary of production. Product costs are necessary for production and which will not be incurred if there is no production. Direct material, direct wages and variable factory overhead are examples of it. Period costs are not necessary for production and are written off as expenses in the period in which these are incurred. Rent, salaries of executives, traveling cost are examples. Controllable costs may be directly regulated at a given level of authority. Variable costs are generally controllable by department heads. Uncontrollable costs, which cannot be influenced by the action of a specified member of an organization. Factory rent is a good example.